guys. In today's video, I am here with some friends.
Hi!
They will introduce themselves in a minute, and then we're going to be answering some of your guys' questions that you gave to us over on Instagram. You should know Michelle.
Happy Wednesday. My name is Michelle from Thor Wants Another Letter, and I read Indigenous literature, romance, contemporary, queer literature, and I also bullet journal and snail mail and all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
Hello, my lovely new friends. It's Margaret. I have the channel, The Word Nerd. I talk about fantasy, sci-fi. I basically read everything, but it's heavily fantasy, sci-fi, and now some comic books. We're finally getting back into that, so.
And romance.
Yes. Yes, there's a lot more of that on my channel than there used to be at the beginning.
Yes. So go check them out. I'll have them both linked down below. Like I said, I went on Instagram and was like, hey, if anybody has questions or book recs they're looking for, hit us up and we will answer them. We're going to do that right now. All right. First one. What will you do in Orlando? People want to know. What have we been doing? What are we going to do?
The same thing I do everywhere else is go book shopping.
Go. Yep.
And read books.
Yeah. We definitely hit up Barnes & Noble.
Mm-hmm.
We did some reading. Had some dinner.
Yeah.
I'm going to Disney tomorrow. And we hung out. I went in the pool. I didn't have small children crawling on top of me in bed.
That's a good time, honestly.
Getting to wake up when you want to is a good time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a good time.
No one's waking you up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's really fun. I've been drinking some La Croix. We've had some less than healthy food, like cookies and Oreos and popcorn. Cheetos.
Vacation.
It's been a fun day. So that is what we're doing. I know it's not like the party scene, but this is our like nerdy bookworm party.
I mean,
It's true.
going to a bookstore with friends is a party.
That's
my definition of a party, right?
It's super fun. It was good. So that's what we're doing. Travel book recommendations. Someone loves travel book recs. So I don't know if this is like books with travel in them or books to read while you're traveling. I feel like both could be up for grabs.
I feel like my recommendations would fit. I have a couple of recommendations for books to read while you're traveling.
Okay.
If you like contemporary romances, you're looking for something sweet, fun, read The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. That's a real fun, like, quick thing to read. It's, like, perfect length for a plane ride.
Yeah.
If you're feeling something a little bit heavier, darker, thriller, suspense, I'm going to recommend The Butterfly Garden by Hudson. Definitely do your research on that one. You just want to double check some of the trigger warnings because there is a lot of dark stuff in there. It's still such a satisfying story. So if you're into thrillers and you like them dark, go for it.
I'm trying to think what have I read lately that has travel as a component? Okay, if you want something really quick and fun, you could listen to Son of a Beach by Mia Sosa. It's an Audible original novella. I know.
I'm such a sucker for a good pun!
It's like a short little romance novella with like workplace rivals, and they travel to the Caribbean for a photo shoot thing that they have to run for the magazine they work for. There's some travel in there. That would be a good one.
If you're looking for one that has travel, The Sound of Stars by Alechia Dow. That's a very like soft sci-fi. It's especially good for people who are just trying to get into science fiction. And it's a young adult, so there are aliens. There's an alien invasion. There are people. There's resistance. It's fun.
That's a good one.
My recommendations would be either Theyre There by Tawny Orange. It is about people that are going to a powwow. But if you're looking for a like lighter version of that, I would definitely go with Ancestors Approved. That is like edited by Cynthia Liddick Smith, and it has a bunch of Indigenous authors, and there are different stories. So you have like Don Quigley, Eric Gansworth, Cynthia herself has a story in there. I believe Rebecca Roanhorse has a story in there. So yeah, if you're looking for something light and fun, they're also traveling at a powwow, and there's like elements of like, there's a little thing that kind of connects all of them a little bit. So it's a good time.
I went ahead and added it to my TBR while I was
It is so good.
That sounds good. I'm sorry I'm really bad. Okay, so part of the reason I'm so bad at giving recommendations for this is that I don't tend to prefer travel in books. And usually when I do, it's like fantasy or science fiction, which I'm not sure that's quite what you're looking for. The Witchland series.
The Witchland series has some travel in it.
Lots of travel in it. Long Way to a Small Great Planet by Becky Chambers has space travel in it. Going to visit different planets. So there you go. There's some recommendations. Next question. What is your most anticipated read for the remainder of the year?
Oh.
That's a hard one. I feel like that's a hard one.
It requires me to know what's coming out this year. I'm so bad. Okay, I have to say The Bronze Beasts by Roshni Chokshi. I read Gilded right when it came out. Absolutely adored it. So I'm really excited to be able to get to the end of the series and see what happened, because we didn't leave off in a good place in the last book.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I feel like the camera keeps tilting. Apologies if we keep tilting to the side. It's the camera setup in here, so sorry guys.
Just deal with it.
Go with it.
We can.
It's fine.
I don't really have I'm not really have one preference. I really love being able to getting arcs and stuff, because you have little things to look forward to, and there's no one book that I'm like, this is the book I need, this is the book I want to read. I like reading from debut authors, or I just like looking forward to books.
Yeah. Is there something you're excited about that hasn't come out yet?
I can't think of anything right now.
Okay.
Is there something that just came out or recently came out?
Or a recent or a recent one you haven't.
Well, I just read The Heart Principle.
My Heart is a Chainsaw just came out.
Yes, that did as well. Just came out. I'm really happy for Stephen Graham Jones.
He looks like he's doing well, I'm glad.
Yeah. It's really good to see. Okay. I have a couple that I'm really excited for. All the Feels by Olivia Dade, which is the sequel to Spoiler Alert.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Christine was telling me about that.
I'm ready for it. I'm excited for that one. And then I'm also pretty excited for Gilded by Marissa Meyer. She's going back to fairy tales, which I'm glad. Renegades was not my...
Oh, I loved it.
I know, a lot of people did. It was not my cup of tea. So I'm really happy she's going back to fairy tales.
Yeah.
This one is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling. So
either way, I'm happy, because they're both things that I love.
It looks good. So those are a couple of mine. Favorite new release for September or October? I'm sorry, guys. I know.
I'm going to have to say, so I have, obviously it's not my favorite new release, but it's my favorite author who is releasing a book. Daughter of the Deep by Rick Riordan. I didn't even know this existed until 5 months ago.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too.
I'm ready for a new Rick Riordan series, as much as I would love to.
I think it's his first YA.
Is it YA?
It's YA.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And
I think it's 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea inspired.
Yes.
Yeah. That sounds like
very
it.
much
It sounds like it. I'm excited for that one, because I'm excited to see what he does, because I like this is a female protagonist, and one of my favorite characters in the world is Annabeth. I love how he writes her, so I'm excited to see how he's going to write this new character.
That sounds great.
Really good. Yeah.
I'll be at the bookstore. Day of.
So September release that I read early and really loved, I think it's... Well, it just came out, but Battle Royal by Lucy Parker is really fun. It's a romance that's sort of based on the Great British Bake Off, with a grumpy sunshine thing. I loved it.
Cute.
It's super cute.
If we go back to the bookstore, I think I'm gonna buy that one.
You should. It's very cute.
I mean, if you say it's good, obviously it's good.
I mean, we are going back to
Bethany's
the
word is law here.
We've got to take Michelle to all of the Barnes & Noble here.
Yeah, that one was good. The other one that I think is really interesting that's coming out in a week is, or it might actually be out by the time this video goes up, but So Many Beginnings, a Little Women remix by Bethany C.
Yeah,
Morrow.
that's right. That's coming out too.
It's has been out at all of the bookstores we've been to so far.
Oh, it's not officially out for a week, I think, but it's really interesting. It's a remix of Little Women, but following a Black family in the South during the Civil War and Reconstruction era, and I just think she did some really interesting things with the way that she adapted the story. So that's a good one. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that too. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have, well, actually, no, because I think Leviathan Falls by James S. A. Corey is coming out in October, and I'm not ready for it, but I'm excited. I will, the series will be over by the time I get to the last book.
Yeah, it'll be good. Okay, last question, which is good because we have to go to dinner, and I should FaceTime my kids before they go to sleep. Last request was book recs, please. I'm always looking for an angsty forest romance.
Angsty forest romance.
We just talked about that in Enchantment of Ravens.
Yes!
Margaret Rogerson.
Hold on, I feel like I have.
Okay, tell about, because that was on her channel, so tell them.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so in Enchantment of Ravens is about this painter, and she does portraits for the Fae, and one day she paints her biggest commission yet, and paints human sorrow on his face, which is a big no-no because he is the Autumn Prince. So he whisks her away in the nighttime to hold her accountable for her actions, and she will be judged. And there's this slow building, fun, fast fantasy romance that builds up, and I just love it so much. It made my heart gooey.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It is. It's one of my favorites. Anytime I can suggest it, I will suggest it. Also, I would have to say Stalking Jack the Ripper by
Carrie
Maniscalco.
Okay.
It's not necessarily like hardcore romance or anything, but you know, Thomas Cresswell, he just like, I love him.
Okay. I'm gonna have to recommend Graceling by what's her name?
Kristen Cashore.
I wanted to call her Kirsten. That's a different author. Kristen Cashore. So part of it takes place at a royal court, but a lot of it is traveling through a forest and like them like surviving in the forest, because it's two characters who are very good at surviving. Like it's not a struggle for them, but like they're having to be chased by bad guys going through the forest, and a whole bunch of stuff happens, including a romance. So I love it. It's a very good series.
I love it. So the one that I thought of is a novella duology. The first one is called Silver in the Wood by Emily Tesh. This is really interesting. It's like fantasy, but it's a slow burn, pretty angsty, like male-male romance with fantasy elements based on British mythology, and that's like, I think, a good one if you like some fantasy. So yeah, cool.
I have.
That sounds good.
Let's see. Winterwood, if you're looking for something witchy. Winterwood by Shay Ornshaw.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the entire thing revolves around a forest.
Okay.
So.
I love it. Yeah, so there you go. Hopefully this gives you guys some good book recommendations. Thank you all for joining me.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, we're keeping this fairly short and sweet. All of the books that we mentioned will be linked down below. Go check out Margaret and Michelle's channels, and leave us a question or book recommendation down below if you want in the comments. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.